A city that stood as the strongest fortress in the world for over 1,000 years. Empires fell, kingdoms vanished, but Constantinople never fell. Then, in 1453, a young sultan arrived, only 21 years old, who believed the impossible could be achieved. His name was Sultan Mehmed. Since childhood, one idea had lived in his mind. Constantinople will surely be conquered, and blessed is the commander who conquers it. This was not just a battle for a city, it was a test of destiny. The Ottoman army stood before the massive walls of Constantinople, walls that had been considered unconquerable for centuries. But the Sultan came prepared with a new power, the largest cannons the world had ever seen. When they fired, the ground trembled and the sky filled with smoke. The defenders responded by stretching a massive iron chain across the Golden Horn, blocking the Ottoman fleet from entering the harbor. But Sultan Mehmed saw every obstacle as a challenge. Under the cover of darkness, something extraordinary happened. 70 warships were pulled across land, through forests and over hills, until they reached the waters beyond the chain. By morning, the Ottoman fleet stood inside the harbor. After 53 days of relentless siege, the final assault began. Cannons thundered, swords clashed, and the cries of victory echoed across the battlefield. Then the moment came that would change history forever. The walls of Constantinople were finally breached. At dawn, Sultan Mehmed rode into the city on horseback. The gates of Hagia Sophia opened, and a new era began. A 1,000-year-old empire had come to an end. The city, once known as Constantinople, would now be called Istanbul. And the 21-year-old sultan who achieved the impossible would be remembered forever in history. Sultan Mehmed, the Conqueror. Before the final victory, the Sultan told his soldiers, "If they are genius enough to chain the Golden Horn, then we are crazy enough to run our ships over land." And that bold determination changed the course of history.